Brought to you by Xander Insurance. Compare rates from top term life insurance companies in seconds at Xander.com.
Okay, so my girlfriend and I have been dating for 4 months now, and things are going well. However, I do have a concern about the fact that she financially supports her parents, and I wonder the best way to approach the situation.
With caution. So 4 months, and when you say support, what does that mean?
Yeah, so she's in a household with her brother and her parents. They immigrated to the States about 3 years ago, and her parents are retired. So her brother and she split the cost of the household.
Okay, so they're paying everything. They're paying for rent.
How old is mom and dad?
They're in their early 60s, but they're retired, yeah.
Why are they retired?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I have not asked her that.
Where did they immigrate from?
Yeah.
They're from Honduras.
Okay.
The family situation that you're describing is more common in Latino families than it is in Black Americans or white Americans. So generally, we tend to throw everybody out of the house. in the world I come from, you're 18, boy. What are you still doing here? And but in Hispanic families, they tend to. It's much more culturally expected that we stay together and that you take care of mom and dad. But so you're looking at it through the same set of eyes, John, that Jade and I would be looking at it through. But that's a cultural difference. Legitimate cultural difference. But in our world, what we would say is, well, they're 60 years old, get a job and support yourself. Why are you got your little kid taking care of you? And now she can't, her potential husband's going to run off because he didn't want to adopt the whole bunch. He just wanted the girl. That's the way you and I look at it. But mom and dad need to get a job.
Does she live? She lives in the house where she's taking care of them?
Yeah.
My question, if I were in your shoes, my question for her would be, when you move out, when the day comes when you're married or when you're on your own, do you still feel that you would be the one that's going to pay their bills? That would be my question. And that's going to tell you all you need to know.
Yeah. I only recommend term life insurance because it's simple, affordable coverage. And you should get it only from Xander Insurance because they work for you, not the insurance companies. Xander compares all the top term plans to save you money, so you don't get ripped off with insurance that they market like a so-called investment. Term from Xander is the only life insurance I would get from my family. It's all I've ever bought and all I've ever recommended. Go to Xander.com or call 800-356-4282.
Do you still feel that you would be the one that's going to pay their bills? That would be my question. And that's going to tell you all you need to know.
Yeah. And I got to tell you, I think the answer is yes. I think she's going to want to continue to support them because I think they expect her to. And not because they're bums, but because that is a legitimate cultural difference, okay?
But we've had some conversations about that.
What'd she say?
She said that they kind of have a pact where once the daughter and son move out, that they're still going to continue to support them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is you're only 4 months in.
Ouch.
Listen,
if that's what you want to sign up for, you know what you're signing up for. But, and I'm telling you, if she were to not do that, it would be the way that the culture she's grown up in, the way she's going to feel like she's morally doing something wrong if she does not support them. Okay? And to her defense, okay, again, the chances that Rachel or Denise feels like they need to take care of Sharon and me is zero. Zero. Even if we were completely broke, they would just be going, hope it works out for you.
Yeah.
It's just like, but, and so, I mean, they would be sweet. They bring us some groceries or something, but the chances that they're just going to write checks every month. No, because that's the culture.
Plus, though. I think that's if she comes to the conclusion that, I just want to go out and live my own life. I don't want to feel like I am chained to this. I feel like that's a conclusion she's going to have to come to on her own versus you trying to persuade her of that.
Yeah, we leave our family and cleave and set up our own household is a Puritan work ethic. it's a an Anglo-Saxon Protestant mentality that leave and cleave. And preachers will tell you, leave your family, go set up your own household. And I believe in that, but I'm just telling you, she doesn't. And so you have a, you're asking someone to go against everything they've been taught their whole life.
Yeah, that's tough.
For her to walk away from that. And it's going to be very, very difficult. So it would require that, now, I personally think it'd be better for mom and dad if they had the dignity to go get the jobs. They're only 60 years old. Crap, I'm 64. I work. So, I mean, it's not killing me. So I mean, you can go do something, really, and support yourself. But I think it'd be better for everyone to adopt that mentality. But we've done enough work in the Hispanic community to have respect for that. Because, like, Jade, one of the things I discovered when I first started messing around with it, trying to understand the differences and what was driving some of these decisions. So I'm like, the daughter is like 24 years old and she's making $100,000 a year or whatever, and she lives with her parents. And I'm like, why do you live with your parents? You go get an apartment and like have a life. Well, that's considered as immoral, as if she was promiscuous. If she leaves her parents' home and is not married, it's considered by certain segments of that community a vida loca.
Yeah.
And so it's you're going crazy, and you're out here partying, and you're screwing around and everything else. And she's not, but that's just how that's viewed, as an immoral act on a young lady's part to do that. Now, young men would be encouraged to go on and do their own thing, but again, that's a difference. Where in an Anglo-Saxon world or the African American world, we're like, child, go get you an apartment, get out of my house,
get out,
and go get you a life and finish your development and so forth. So, John, that's what you're up against legitimately. And I'm speaking in her defense, but I'm probably not helping your quandary because I'm probably making it deeper.
Yeah.
I think you got a serious values conflict here that you guys are going to struggle with. If she quits taking care of them, she's going to struggle with it. If she doesn't and you go forward, you're going to struggle with it. So you got an issue here that's maybe a deal breaker.
Yeah, that's why I said what I said, because if you, and I think you can bring it up and you do bring it up, but if you get into the business of trying to convince her otherwise, if she starts to feel any guilt, that can very easily turn into bitterness towards you. Yep,
right.
That's right.
That's exactly right. Good observation.
It's tough. That's a tough one.
Hey, it's good, but he brings up a good point that this is, and you said we're only 4 months in. That's good. It's a good, talk about these things, people. Don't think you're going to change somebody after you get them married. That's for God. We know that's not going to work.
I know that's right.
And, let's just know what we're getting into, because the number one cause of divorce, money fights and money problems, and they're over value systems and principles like we're talking about. Like my family always bought brand new cars, so you're going to buy me a brand new car. Don't think so, chick. No, not happening. You need to know that before we talk about getting married, right?
Right.
You need to know what you're getting into. Well, what are we signing up for here? What's this going to look like? If anyone depends on your income, you need affordable term life. Never cash value insurance. Visit Xander.com today for quotes.